A buyer signs a purchase contract contingent on obtaining financing.
The buyer is denied the loan before the contingency deadline.
What is the most accurate result?
A. The seller may automatically keep the earnest money. B. The buyer may terminate according to the financing contingency.
C. The buyer must purchase the property using cash.
D. The seller may sue for specific performance.
Correct answer: B. The buyer may terminate according to the financing contingency.
A financing contingency protects the buyer if the required financing cannot be obtained within the terms and deadline specified in the contract.
A financing contingency is a contractual condition that allows the buyer to obtain financing under specified terms.
If the buyer makes a good faith effort to obtain the required loan but is unsuccessful within the contingency period, the buyer may generally terminate the contract according to its terms. Let's see why the other options are incorrect.
A. The seller may automatically keep the earnest money is incorrect because the disposition of earnest money depends on the contract and the circumstances of the termination. B. The buyer may terminate according to the financing contingency is correct because the financing contingency protects the buyer when the required financing cannot be obtained under the agreed terms. C. The buyer must purchase the property using cash is incorrect because the contingency may allow the buyer to terminate rather than substitute another source of funds. D. The seller may sue for specific performance is generally incorrect when the buyer properly exercises a valid financing contingency because the buyer has a contractual right to terminate.